One 5-gallon thing of oil, another 5-gallon gizmo of oil. I got my PCV valve that's got an orifice hole drilled in it, no rattly. I got a man here that had the patience of a saint.
That's right.
Yeah, right. And he gave me $5 speed perks. That was expired, but he had a little magic button. Don't tell anybody. Thank you very much. We'll see you on YouTube. Look at all the beautiful things here, and we love shopping at Advanced Auto. They're so advanced, and they weren't busy for us playing around with the cash for half an hour. And the best thing about it is this Cadillac here with bling wheels, Billy.
Oh my God!
I love the paint job. Look at the paint job. Sedan DeVille. Now in the 60-degree heat of Columbia, South Carolina, we're going to change the PCV. We're going to change. It's hot enough. We're going to change the PCV valve in this Suburban. Pull this hose out of the way. Yank this thing. Just pull hoses and whoop. All right, we're having a good time in South Carolina on the way to Florida. Chevy! We're just watching a video on how to change the PCV valve in a 5.3 Suburban. And my buddy here,
Hey guys.
10-4, good buddy, puts on a video and the guy cuts right to the chase. Yank off the top cover, go to the back hose here by the firewall where the throttle would come through if it had a drive-by cable. Pull up the hose and there's a rattle, rattle, rattle. And I went to my favorite flap, Friendly Local Auto Parts, bought me a PCV valve with nothing in it but a hole. That's it. Nothing in it but a fixed tube orifice hole. That's all it is. So you pull up this hose, it's got lots of rubber around it, and there's the rattly PCV that causes excessive oil consumption and smoking while she's idling. And I don't like people that smoke or vehicles that smoke unless it's a diesel. They don't make these in diesel unless you buy a Duraburb. So I need a pair of pliers, but I don't think I can get this thing off. Junk. Pop in my new $5 made in China piece of steel. Grab my camera with my greasy paw and pop this baby into the back of the valve cover. Whoop! That's it. We're all done. Now if you figure out why this thing goes while it's idling, skips a little bit. Only at idle, never any other time. Change the oil. Synthetic. And I've got my oil filter. I'm filling her up. Whoop! That's not what you want to do. Anyway, she's rust-proof now. I'm CORVAIRWILD. I gotta clean up the mess now. I wasn't gonna make a video because I'm too aggravated working out here in the chilly 50-degree weather, 10 degrees Celsius. Listen to this. Remember the Squeak, Mr. MJM Computers? This is my air conditioning idler pulley. And I wasn't happy with it squeaking, and we're using this gentleman's facility, so I thought I'd change it. It wasn't so easy. I had to pull off the crappy plastic splash shield from underneath, just like A1 Auto showed in their YouTube video. I went to my Friendly Local Auto Parts and bought one of these for, was it $15?
Yeah, something like that.
With a 30% off coupon that we found online. At which place was it? Coupons what?
Retail Me Not.
Retail Me Not. Got a 30% off coupon, which makes it a lot closer to Rock Auto's price. So we're going to Florida. This thing was squeaking. And when they squeak, they seize, like happened to the Mercedes on my road trip. Let's see how this one sounds. And it's made in Canada.
Well, Canad.
Canad. Oh, that was Kanukistan. That one sounds a lot better. Make sure that's good and tight, because you can get a wrench on it when it's on the vehicle, but you can't swing it because the idler pulley starts to move against the spring, and then your wrench hits the crankshaft pulley, so you're best off. Whee! Let's go put this thing back on the vehicle. This is a Ford garage, and I'm wearing my... Don't show anybody! I'm wearing a Ford jacket. But you gotta do what you gotta do, because it's chilly here.
In the name of staying warm.
Yeah, really. There's a chill in the air. Throw that thing down, we'll break this flimsy casting. And that goes, just like they showed on, was it A1 Auto? Right there, beside the air conditioner.
Good website.
Yep, showed me how to do it. The crankshaft pulley's got one bolt holding it on. Could have removed that, but I guess I could remove the splash shield and do it from underneath. So we'll put this idler back on. And before we do that, lying on the ground. I'll show you what this one sounds like. A little side-to-side play, but I don't like that one. How's the tensioner one sound? Got a bit of tightness in the bearing, which means the grease is good. It's tight. Who knows? Maybe we'll just change them all. Even got a new belt because the belt was cracked. And the belt was made in USA. So we're going to crawl back underneath this hunk of extra light and two-wheel drive junk and put this baby back on. Crank that baby up. Can't wait. Off to Florida we go. This can stop buzzing if we put our finger on it. They just buzz till they die. So here's the idler from the top of the engine. Much easier to get to them than one at the bottom. Probably those little ball bearings are vibrating. Yep. Just reading through my messages. Mr. 2 Suburban sent me a message. I think he's in Maryland. I just passed through there yesterday. And Mr. Dutch Urban Miner sent me Happy New Year's greetings, which I just read. 3 weeks into the new year, or almost 4 weeks, the 29th today. How's this one sound? This one's made in USA. Look at the box that one came in. Who paid for that box? And it's made by Littens, L-I-T-E-N-S, Littens. Nice and thick. This one, those little balls are fighting themselves. Squeak, squeak, squeak. $15 each.
Probably should put this over here when I advertise anything.
Hey, it beats made in China parts. All right, let's go put this thing back on the Suburban, even though it is a half-ton two-wheel drive. It's getting me down the road. Stepping on a Lincoln wheel. This one is really easy to change. It just goes, I don't think it's indexed either. It goes right there. Let's put the bolt back on, which is on top of the air cleaner box. I checked my air filter. Should I put some grease on it in this nice rust-free southern truck? Yeah, put some grease on it. Now I gotta put the bolt back on. How does that bolt go back on? Belt. Bolt the belt. That's what happens at 10 o'clock at night.
Bolt belts.
Uh-oh. Here goes
Time for a magnet.
Yeah, I just dropped the washer.
Here, you handle your fluid.
I'm going to turn this thing off before I get aggravated at 10 o'clock at night. Alright, we're just checking the fit of this pulley on the stub. That's how it fits. There's the old one. And here's the new one. Guess once you put the washer on, it fell down and it was actually stuck to the grease on the anti-sway bar, just hanging in mid-anti-sway bar air. I put some fluid film on the threads. Don't want to have dry threads. Guess the washer holds it tight. That's a backwards washer. Yep, the washer goes on backwards with the cone facing the bolt head. Tighten it to 150,000 foot-pounds. Can't really tighten it because it spins the spring. That's about that. Now I gotta figure out how to put the belt back on. Gee willikers. How's that old belt?
It's fine.
Oh yeah, good for another 100,000.
Exactly.
Air conditioner uses a separate belt. Let's figure it out.
Time for the fan belt.
Alright, I got my belt on. I don't have 10 feet of extra slack this time. Crank that baby up! Yahoo! No more squeak, squeak, squeak. That's all they have is a squeak, squeak, squeak. Why are you squeaking? Maybe it's a vacuum leak that causes that little stutter. I hear the intake throttle bore. Maybe I have a vacuum leak, which is why it's got a little stutter.
No.
Oh, hear it? Bloop, bloop. I don't know what does that. I wonder if it'll have a code because of that stutter. Bloop, 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 and the cord gets getting stuck. Oh, you know what it is? The mass airflow sensor. It's open the throttle. That's kind of cool. It's open the throttle. It's kind of complicated. Yep, having a heart attack. Yeah, we screwed it up. Alright, you can turn it off for a minute. It smells nice fumy. But it sputters and stutters while it's idling. Everything's all hooked up properly. Alright, we got it back on it. I didn't want to show the video of me putting that belt back on all those 4-letter words.